intensive listening and improving pronunciation. When we learn a foreign language, the pronunciation is very important to express, to communicate effectively. So, and now we know about the languages that we speak, but most of knowledge from the text written like this, and then I use this um, to learn vocabulary, sentence, and grammar. Even getting information is reading text, reading books, best way because in terms of economical uh, profit, that is to reading is much powerful than listening because speaking is limited, but even writing is very slow. But after some written and then content will be read, content will be read. It's very quickly. At least when we are in terms of native language, we can read more than 500 words a minute. So listening as less 200 words we can because we can listen because people can not speak normally more than 200 words a minute. So this is a very important strategy. So and then reading is powerful, I know, but when we focus on listening and then speaking, and then pronunciation is a matter. If we have a good pronunciation in speaking a foreign language, it doesn't matter. Uh, each language has a different. For example, I speak English here, and then some of my speech, and then the text is will be good in this content. It means I'm okay. I can little speak properly, and sometimes misunderstood and misspelled, and then my pronunciation not good. And that is in English. So I've been studying, I've been using English for many years, so it's possible. Now, my target language is Vietnamese. How about my Vietnamese ability? I've been studying 1 year, almost 1 year and 5 months learning Vietnamese. Then my reaching my goal is to speak fluently in Vietnamese. Then what shall I do? Then there's my weakness. Know yourself. This is very important strategy. Know myself in Vietnamese. Yeah, I study vocabulary and then phrases and sentences. I can communicate with many native speakers by doing online language exchange, and then that is a good strategy. I also make a program named JAD and June AI and Google document to study foreign language. This is a good strategy. But now I talk in Vietnamese, but the matter is pronunciation because when I check out this voice typing in Vietnamese, totally depressed. This is because only 20, 30% is correct, and then 80, 70% is not correct. It's a wrong pronunciation. So, and then I start to do with the intensive listening practice by doing watching the mouse, mouse, mouth, the how mouth used, and then people how can speak with the mouth. Then and then I watch that mouth even the shape, and then how fast they speak, and even how they use their tongue, how they use their neck muscle, how they use their teeth, and something like this. How they use their teeth, something like this. And then I focus on, and then even I record with my mobile phone only the shape of mouth, and then the zoom in mouth, then I watch this and to improve the pronunciation. Even when I speak, I will use. And then not easy to catch the word, but trying to that. Why I'm doing this the intensive listening practice is to improve the pronunciation. But without this activity, without this training, I cannot improve pronunciation. It seems very, very problem for me. And then because native speaker, when I communicate with native speaker, and they don't understand what I'm talking, even the listening, still I have a problem in listening Vietnamese because if I listen very well and then I speak a little bit very well, and then there's a combination as a comprehension and expression because as much as we understand, we can express. And this is the basic rule. So, and then both are important too. First, listening comprehension is very important too. Not only understanding, but also memorizing, remember something, what we listen. And also, the important thing is the pronunciation. So how they speak. Uh, in native languages and with their shape of mouth. The mouth shape is very important. In we speak with the mouth, so we can um, we can listen without sound, only with the mouth, and then we can speak without sound, only with the mouth, mimicking, following a strategy like this. Very intensive way to only focus on how native speaker speak with their mouth. That is very important. So, and here, yeah, I talk about um, intensive listening training and improving the pronunciation. That is a very important part in doing online language exchange as well, and also to study foreign language. I hope I have a good content from AI, and I can get a much more intensive way to improve pronunciation by training listening skills, even speaking skill as well, by using shareable mouth of native speakers. Okay, some words are distracted. One, two, only two pages, but the type is small. Okay, AI must make content after intensive listening practice to full pronunciation after after Okay, so let's see how AI say. Oh, thanks for sharing that. You express a deep understanding of why pronunciation matter and how it connects to listening and comprehension. I've taken your points and shaped them into a clear and structured content for intensive listening and pronunciation training. This can be used as a reference blog post or even lesson guide. Intensive listening practice to improve pronunciation. Why pronunciation matter in language learning? When we learn a foreign language, pronunciation is not just about sounding good. It's about being understood. Good pronunciation helps you express yourself clearly and communicate effectively. We may already know many words from reading good and article, but speaking and listening require completely different skill sets. Reading is powerful for building vocabulary and understanding grammar, but speaking demands accuracy in sound, rhythm, and mouth movement. The problem, even after learning vocabulary, phrase, and grammar, our speech may be misunderstood. Voice typing tools may only catch 20–30% of our speech correctly. Native speakers may struggle to understand us. Listening feels difficult because native speakers talk fast or connect sounds. The goal to speak bluntly and clearly in a foreign language, like Mandarin or English. We must train our ear to catch natural sound, train our mouth to shape those sounds properly. Build muscle memory for pronunciation. Improve listening comprehension pronunciation expression. What is intensive listening practice? Intensive listening is just watching or hearing something. It's an active focus training step. Choose a short native audio or video clip, 10 minutes, 30 seconds. Watch the speaker's mouth carefully. Note how lips, jaw, and tongue move. Repeat the same sentence 5, 10 times. Record your own voice video while mimicking native speaker. Compare the recording. Are you matching their rhythm, intonation, and sound? Use voice type or speech recognition to test accuracy. Practice silently, mimic the mouth, shape your sound, train muscle memory. Practice tools and you are already using voice typing, like Google Doc and voice input. And record your mouth with your phone. Watch your how native speakers move their mouth. Language exchange with native speakers. Two, using AI to check pronunciation and create practice material. Words, summary. Skill, listening, intensive repetition, shadowing, too slow, and crisp effort, pronunciation, mouth shape, mimicking. Use phone camera to compare. Speaking, voice recording, speeching, type, abstract progression, improve clarity. Memorization, listen, repeat. Help you internalize sound and phrases. Real case the learning dynamics. Use study dynamics for 1 and 5 months and reach the point where the vocabulary and grammar are not problems, but pronunciation. This is a natural stage in language learning, the sound barrier. And move faster to double down on intensive listening and focus on shape down, not just knowing them, mimicking native rhythm, not just individual words, and closing thoughts. Without focused pronunciation training, we will carefully express what we know. Listening and speaking must work together. When your ears hear clearly, your mouth speak confidently. Stay consistent. Keep training like an athlete. Mouth muscles and ear sensitivity. And the voice control all improve the time. And with tools like AI, voice recognition, and native input, you are building a light ecosystem. Okay.